Greetings, this is Vladimir and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, the White March expansion. So, I said fuck you to that tower, which was insanely difficult, I'm not sure why, and went to the actual White March area, which is the main expansion story area. And things are much better because everything is much easier. I think maybe you need to go to the tower after you finish with everything. Being max level, perhaps. Not sure. I'm not sure why I went for the phylactery, because I didn't actually have any quests for the phylactery. It had the quest, that guy is in perhaps need of help. That was it. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, I think I should put the two-handed weapon back to Palagina. The game wants to load. That took forever, Jesus. But I don't have any good ones, I think, right now. Do I have any good two-handers? Let's see. That's a quarterstaff. That's a spear, it's a one-handed. One-handed. Two-handed. Great sword, 22 to 31 slash pierce. That's nice, that has both. And it does plus 25 corrode damage. Crits can inflict prone. That's really nice. Can it take any more? No. Oh, it can take more. Okay. Alright, this is a candidate. Let's see what else. Dagger. Bow. One-handed. Let's try that. You know what? I want to switch. Thank you. Yes, I know. Alright, let's try this. We'll see how it goes.
Hey. At least it's not gilded veil.
What I was doing, I think I was supposed to go talk to someone. Saved one person out of the two. Which is a good job. By my standards, anyway. I think I need to go up there, maybe. Or there, we'll see. Let's see the map. I don't remember the name, like at all. Speak with Seren Guild. There we go. Alright, you see a middle-aged woman and a younger man locked in an argument.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother! It's...
Enough. They're gone. The deliverer of Cadnua. Thank you for making the journey. Obsidian knows it's a long one. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
Alright. It's an honor to be called here, really? Why?
What's in it, to be exact? Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a map. What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good.
There's much more voice acting in this expansion than the main
But
game.
it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires.
How the mighty have fallen. Yeah, let's not be dicks.
The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart. But we need the White Forge.
Don't look like dwarves.
Then you'll know that no one's felt as much as a summery breeze from the White Forge for over 200 years. I'm hoping you can do something about that.
How so?
We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
Tell me about these other expeditions.
A dozen different groups have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery. But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone. The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party.
Why the sudden interest in the White Forge?
We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mine shaft and something resembling an inn. Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper.
It is what we do, yes.
But the White Forge, well,
But they don't have any...
if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands. Business would come.
Why is the music so loud and so... important sounding? Alright.
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers. But Durgan steel could put Stalwart on the map again. Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
Why is Durgan still so special?
Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable.
Steel is steel. It may be light and maybe... and it may take an edge well, but per complanca... What? The legends grow with each passing year. I have no idea what that means.
If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart.
How is it no one's gotten into the battery?
Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility?
Start with the ogres.
It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan steel lying just inside, and never mind the White Forge itself.
How doubt that.
The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense. But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut, the tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in.
What happened to Durgan's battery?
It don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
Killed each other off. Or so the old books say.
Plenty of tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place. Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after, moved to gentler, greener lands.
Had the right idea, if you ask me.
Alright, I don't see why you need a White Forge to make good steel.
Finally, someone talking sense.
Durgan steel wasn't just good. It was some of the best. We need the best if we're going to keep Stalwart alive. No one alive today has seen the White Forge, but the old stories tell that it was powerful, glowed white-hot, and gave off a steady, even heat, unlike any other furnace.
I'll take a pause here and say finally some goddamn dialogue and story. Alright, that's a nice sense of pace from the previous constant fighting.
Let better-schooled folk puzzle over how the thing was built. I just want to see it put to use.
Tell me about the Pargrin dwarves.
Pargrin's a word in their language. Means traveler, They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more.
Alright, where should I
The
begin?
battery's up the mountain to the north. A good hike away.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
So it is. Though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
Who's Galvino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it, lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
And by animals films his standards, that makes him an expert, does it?
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
Seems odd that he lives out in the wilderness by himself.
Not doing much worse than any of us.
Huh. He wore out his welcome and stalwart. He's better off with ogres and Lagufoth as his neighbors now.
I guess they kicked him out. What happened with Galvino?
Old lunatic finally went too far. And we sent word to the Valiant Academies. I don't like speaking on it, but if you want to get his guff, just remind him that we gave him the boot.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all. Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales.
I will check everything anyway, so... Tell me about the ogre camp.
Belongs to Flames That Whisper, Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
What's with the attack then?
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate him further.
What does this matter have to do with
The brawl
anything?
outside was just the latest patch of trouble. The ogre clans are getting bolder, and we'll all sleep easier knowing they aren't circling our walls.
The sound species. Oh, the rogues kill them all.
Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle.
Got it.
Good. Before you leave town, stop by the Grave's Rest. Most visitors to Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land.
Cool. Let's
What's
see if
on your
there's
mind?
anything else. Tell me anything else about the last expeditions that went to
They didn't
Durgan Battery.
volunteer much, and I knew better than to ask. I've seen all types charging through here. Professional companies with shiny new equipment as brazen as you please, and hopeless runts with nothing but tattered leathers. But these folk, I don't know what they were after, and the way they looked at you made you feel cold all over. Wish I could tell you more.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Maybe they are part of the key, whatever they were called, I don't remember now. Wedica's case.
Adir founded us back in their colonial days to supply ore to the Empire. Saw a fair bit of traffic from both sides of the White March then. But after the Deerwood claimed independence, Defiance Bay found cheaper places to get ore. Didn't have much reason to maintain our supply routes.
Isn't Stalwart part of Deerwood?
Officially. Though with the state the roads are in, you wouldn't guess it. Here in the center? Let's see. The Grave's Rest is next door. Hafric can set you up with a room and a hot meal there. The fishery's just on the edge of the lake, and the Temple of Andra is next to it. No one keeps a secret like Lavda. Or so I'm told. A few folk live in this part of town, too. Seemed a lot safer before the ogres broke through the western gate. Thiersch lives next to the old mine shaft, and Tana, the old mine overseer, is next door to me.
What do you do here?
I'm the mayor, or so I'm reminded every time there's a game shortage, ogre attack, or a neighborly dispute. I'm a builder by trade, though. Traveled all over Air Glonfoth and the Deerwood in my younger days, but ended up back here anyway.
All right,
What's
then.
on your mind? The
Anything
Parkwind
else?
Dwarves guarded it. What's on your mind?
I think that's it. Cool. Very nice. That was a nice bit of dialogue and backstory. Come on, quick save. Save my ass. I guess I'll explore this village first before going to visit either the Matron or the Galvino guy. The game needs some optimization on its loading saving issues. Sure. Alright, let's see. A lot of stuff to check out.
Been looking everywhere for you.
Do I know you? Why? Sure. I'm the captain of the militia around here. Nice to meet you. Dangerous fox. Pick up a thermal pearl for me. What? I guess that's a side quest. This guy was not in the fight and he doesn't want to fight for the pearl, so... What a captain they have for the militia. Risk. Okay. Latest group I heard were the Gleaming Society and the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull. Bounty money to get these troublemakers taken care of. There's a pack of radicals that want to topple governments and kill the wealthy. Yeah. Berath. You know, Berath was an asshole, so fuck Berath really. He resurrected that Lord of Direwood, which name I don't remember right now, and he just said it. And his quest was really disturbing. Alright, I guess we'll go there first.
Building's thirsty work.
Or speak to him first, I guess. And I'll do that in the next episode. Thank you for watching, subscribe, like, leave a comment if you want to. And I will see you next time with more What Marts.